you serious? Oh my god, I've been just streaming to myself and like explaining everything to people for like 10 minutes and Yandema comments that it's not actually live. Oh man. Thank you, Yandema. That's very appreciated. Hello everyone. This is actually probably a better start to the stream than what I was doing anyhow a moment ago. Let me find us a nice piece of music to get on. How about... There we go, that's a good one. Discovery from Creature. So, hello everybody. Yanma, have you always had that badge in my chat? Or is that just top fan? That's cool. My bad, there goes the sound. So, sounds good. We can hear me now? Good, good. So I actually went live like 15 minutes ago, or so I thought, because I wanted to just get a couple of rehearsal runs in. And, they went okay. I actually hit a PR on the Message in a Haunted Mansion track that I did, which blew my mind because I have not done this in too long. But anyhow, if you've been around the block and if you're an ND fan, you know that on this channel, every now and then, legendary Nancy Drew speedrunner and composer Yandema shows up and drops a pack of Mysteries for Music, Volume 1, 2, or 3. Today we've got number 3. So what this is basically is that the old school Herinteractive Nancy Drew games, which are near and dear to my heart. I know that many of the new viewers may not know this, but I exclusively uploaded Nancy Drew videos with my brother and occasionally my now fiance for the first 3 years of the channel. And I still am looking for an excuse to just get back into the Nancy Drew games and geek out. They're wonderful old mystery games, lovely atmosphere, lovely puzzles, and especially lovely music. And so, this here is a game called Clone Hero, which is kind of like Guitar Hero, but open source to my understanding. And my buddy Yandema here has gone and been porting many of the old school classic Nancy Drew soundtracks to Guitar Hero. If you've seen these streams before, then you already know this, but I'm just going to explain it once for the stray new watcher who has no idea what's going on. So today, I am going to probably hit one more... What do you call it? I'm probably going to hit one more practice track and then jump right into Game 11, Curse of Blackmore Manor. So, just to go through a quick little, I guess, itinerary of the music to come, there's probably going to be about 8 tracks per game, and they're all bundled up into 2s and 3s. So, Blackmore Manor is a very gentle, peaceful game in the English countryside. You'll hear a lot of the music like this, if you don't know that. Secret of the Old Clock is a bit of a funny one. It's a very screwball game in the 1930s. And so it's all this muted trumpet and funny little jazz in the background. That one could go either way. That might be really easy or really hard. Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, beloved game. That's probably the #1 fan favorite game of the series. And it's got lots and lots of pretty music in it. It's kind of Western a bit. Yeah, the badges are definitely new. I think that's just for like the first and second people to chat. That's crazy. And yes, fiance shout out. Kay and I got engaged, and we still haven't told the main channel actually because we've been waiting for a new Nancy Drew Let's Play to do that in. So yeah, they'll find out before too long. So yeah, last turn's gonna be delightful. Danger by Design. It's gonna be a lot of like French-sounding music in that one. I'm not a big fan of this game. The OG fans will know that this game is one of my biggest ops in the series. It's just not for me. And then we'll round it out on Kapu Cave, which is the token Hawaii game. It's all things Hawaii. It's very, very peaceful and ukulele and shit like that. So I'm ready to have some fun. I'm gonna go ahead and just load into whichever one on here seems like I did a good score on. We'll do a warm-up with Caddy Mystery. This is from Game 9, Danger on Deception Island, which I'm sure all the indie fans know that, but this is a fantastic game. Love it. Gosh, I just gotta say, it's so funny to actually sit here and play it, the Guitar Hero version off of these specific bundles, because this is not just like track after track, just one laid end to end, but these are the actual released Music for Mysteries volumes that Herinteractive sold. And I know this because when I was in like the 8th grade, I got them all on like my iPad, I think. Okay, that's impossible. I'm not doing that. And so I used to just listen to this stuff all the time on my iPod as a kid. And it's usually 3 tracks clustered together, they transition into each other, and some of them are special editions of the songs that don't even appear in the games. I'm gonna stop yapping so much, one because my wisdom teeth are bothering me, and another just so you guys can enjoy the music, and laugh as I choke these solos. Because I especially love this next track coming. Ooh, thought I was gonna miss that one. Ow. I find that the less I think about it, the better I do. As soon as I call attention to that, I'm probably gonna flop a really easy note. Still on it. Ooh! Oh, come on, no! That was such a long solo, and I was winging it, and I almost had the score. Ooh, there's a third track on this one. I'll just talk about this one because I already know it's kind of a low point in the soundtrack. So yeah, this is much of what's to come. Next up, we're doing Blackmore Manor from game number 11. We're gonna work through Blackmore, then to game 12, Old Clock, game 13, Last Train, game 14, Danger by Design, which I'm sure I'll hurry through that one. And then afterwards, I'll just go back and take requests. I can play some of the songs again, or if you guys want, would be down to play some of the ones from games 1 through 10 also, because there's plenty of bangers in there. Gosh, it is really relaxing, though. I have missed doing this. That's a PR somehow. I'll take it. I could have gone so much better if I didn't flop that one stream. Let me just gauge. Oh, the game was a bit louder. My bad. I just now see that. As you can imagine, I kind of had to keep my eyes on the game or on the stream. Let me figure out the best way to make it louder. There's not just a volume setting in the game, is there? Oh, no, there is a master volume. I would have thought that might be close to max. Okay. So I don't want to be, like, fighting the music, so I'll probably just make the music pretty loud and then just shut up when I'm playing. So you guys tell me if that's better. Loudest ad for an FPS? Oh, okay, you know what? Hang on. I'm just gonna turn off ads. No. Ads are not happening on the stream. Give me 1 second to figure out how to do that. Oh shit, I had a Dread Delusion episode I meant to play. Whoops. Tomorrow. The ad settings. Monetization, off. Get out of here. Alright, I'll put the ads back on for the VOD watchers. They can suffer, but live viewers, you guys get the real Nancy experience. Thank you, Joey. Hello, Tuon. Sorry, I'm just now catching up on your chats. Well, let's go ahead and start because I'm eager. Curse of Blackmore Manor looks like it has 3 different tracks. I'm gonna try to do them. I'm gonna try to order them in my head from what I think will be easiest to hardest. Memoirs should be not too bad. Renaissance shouldn't be too bad. Suspense might get tricky, but I can't think of what comes after the beginning in Suspense. Ah, what the hell? I'll just do them in the order they appear. All right. So like I said, I'm not gonna fight the song. So I'm gonna be talking less once I get into it. I'm just gonna get in the zone. Let's try it. Okay, I was wrong as hell. This is way harder. I should have saved this one for last. Wow. Yeah, just give me a melody. Give me a melody, not the chords. Ooh! Sniped that one. That wasn't going to last. And then the fairy track right after that. I'm a fool for thinking it was going to get easier. Actually, this one's kind of linear, so we're hanging 10. Couple points that. Whenever I complete the highlighted blue solos like this, that one was very easy. It fills up the little blue meter on the side, and then I can sneak in a finger to press spacebar, and it gives me a little time where everything is doubled. Which doesn't really mean anything, of course, towards how good I'm playing the song. It's just a little bit of skill they throw on top. Empire. Shout out to Berenice. Hanging with the big boys now. We like that. This one's nice and mellow. Alright, that's surprisingly almost a 5-star. I hit that last streak, I could have done it. Oh, okay, here we go. Easiest to hardest would be Renaissance to Memoirs to Suspense. Okay, so I just played the middle of the road then. Still got an 88%. The first Memoirs track was killing me, though. Alright. How's our music? Is the music getting better, I hope? Or this'll raise it, too. Just wanted to repost. I also just updated a few of them that had timing issues. I want to put them on real quick. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Sorry. It's probably a good idea to I'm playing the best of the bunch. I should mention I finally got around to installing a second monitor on my desktop, and it is so nice. It is the nicest thing in the world. I found a way to like feed my my playback feed into it whenever I'm like editing videos, so my software is on my main computer, and then I can just see the footage of like what's being edited on the second. So nice, such an upgrade. And now when I'm streaming, I can actually just have the chat and like all this overlay stuff that I'm doing on the other side. Oh, nope. Get out of there, WinRAR. I don't need that to be on the main screen. I also don't need my files to be there. Yeah, everything is easier now, except for when WinRAR opens my files right on the main screen. Phone Hero. So right now I'm updating a couple of the files because Yandema says that he calibrated them. It's too long. Oh, okay, because process is in use. I see how it is. Alright. One moment, I'm gonna kill visual so that I can close Guitar Hero or Clone Hero and then start it again. Extract documents, Clone Hero, songs. Okay. Yes to all. Should be good to relaunch the game now. Okay. So then that back. Just have to scan the songs now? Okay. Oh, there we go. Start by pressing enter. Good. Okay, so now we should be playing the cream of the crop. Everything should be back to the way it should be. Okay, so next is Renaissance in the middle. Actually, this one's supposed to be the easiest one in Blackmore. Oh, and I need to change it to all taps so that it functions properly. Okay, let's give it a try. It's going really good. I have such bad discipline about holding the notes. Music sounding right now, not too loud, not too quiet. That random guitar riff is so out of nowhere. Hey, I actually got a streak off of the shaky notes. I normally flop those so hard. Still some tracks working pretty well. Ow! 2 at a time always gets me. That's where the Ballad of Brigitte song would be in the game soundtrack, but Yandema said he hadn't gotten that one. No worries. Yeah, 95%, that tracks. That's easier. So then we have Suspense. This one's probably gonna be pretty... Let's see. this hurts my finger. Okay, we got a good streak now, and an easy part of the song is beginning. Let's not blow this. Ah. It's here's hardly even music. I'm just gonna spend it now while I have it. Man, I missed a lot of points there by not holding that note for the whole length. I'm not yet seeing why this one's the hardest. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit of a idea of why you thought this one might be the hardest. Good use of my points. All right, not bad actually. What percentage did I get on that? Prep and Wolf are probably my two favorite in the game, but that's definitely an unpopular opinion. Was that Wolf there at the end? Because I never noticed that one actually does go kind of hard. I do like it. And we did an 89% on that one, so it seems that Memoirs was the factor the hardest to get accurately. All right, Yandema, hit me with what's the easiest of old clock, do you think? What should I start with? See, you've got 4 tracks here. The last one is Dulcimer. Is it? Music volume is better. That's great. Ballads, tension, amuse, fast. All right, Ballads it is. Julian loves this soundtrack. I'm a little lukewarm on it. It definitely serves its purpose. I had that. I don't know what sort of bullshit this game is smoking. Can you tell that this game is about the Great Depression? Such a nice little bookend there. Begins double points, immediately flops a single note. Man, they really crammed a lot into this soundtrack, didn't they? A couple songs in the soundtrack that I just swear never even play in the game. Maybe when you're like pumping gas at Zippies and then nowhere else. This one does play a good bit of the Lilac-ian. That'd better be the end of it. DM'd you the track difficulty order. Oh, so all of them. Very good. That will be a very, very helpful reference. Thank you, Yandema. Okay. So, tension then. I see the one called Fast is the most difficult. Aptly titled. I just gotta ask again to make sure I'm not gonna drive anyone insane. Is my keyboard clicking like really loud into the mic whenever I hit a note? Because I really hope it's not. Does anyone even know when this track plays in Old Clock? Is this like only in the secret passage? It's one of them weird ones that never shows up. hell's next? Is this the Wander track? Is that what it's called? Ooh, nice little extension there. I hit that. That one was nice and brief. Haven't heard my keyboard clicking at all. Thank you, Aaron. That means that my noise gate is doing its job. Delighted to hear that. So next would be Amuse, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Amuse and then Fast. Probably the song that this game is best known for. Ooh! What do you mean this one's the second hardest? This one's delightful. A solo! Hey, I did better than you thought I would. Okay. It's starting to cook me a little bit. Okay, this one. This is a track that I feel like I've never heard as long as I've played this game. I swear it's like a deleted track or something. I don't even know what it's called. What is this, like the Topham track? It's so haughty. Hey. Gosh, I'm having some cognitive dissonance with the color blue. I keep missing every blue note. Oh, is that the end? I thought there was going to be another one. I was saving my streak. The unused track at the end of the suite is the original version of Amuse. Oh, is that what it is? So this is an unused track. Yeah, I would buy that. Alright, and now, fast. I have incredibly low hopes for this one. More woodblock ASAP. Oh, I just missed the streak. Oh, I got that one. Yeah, this is pretty rough. And it doesn't even slow down. Oh, he's dropping another solo on me. It was mine. I think that riff at the end only plays in the in-game letter. I might be wrong. Never heard it either. Glad they changed it. Yeah, that last track that they unused, I'm glad that it went unused because it was not that great. Alright, what's the docket for Last Train? Western Camille, then Tension. Alright, let's have it. Hell yeah, Merely Fish. We're getting right into everyone's favorite soundtrack. Western Camille okay, this is actually delightful. Can I have a casual 100% on this? Never mind. Thought I had that. It's the Tomb track, isn't it? Yeah. Love that little maraca. Alright, now we're gonna get the reprisal for the Steam track. Train track, whatever it's called. Or is that gonna be another bundle? We got it! Well, sloppy finish, but that was a good one. Train is very cozy. Out of this pack, Train is my least favorite soundtrack. Really, Yandema? And Fish says, I've been forcing my friends to play through the series with me via Discord streams. That is the only way to do it. Indie games are so much fun the first time you play them, and they're just as fun when you make a friend play them with you. Camille, let's do it. Now, I believe that this bundle ends, or at least has in the middle, the Society track. I think is the single prettiest track of any Nancy Drew game. So I am baffled as to why Yandema says it is his least favorite. A lot of double timing in here. Throwing it away. Camptown? No. It's the... No, it's Camptown Ladies track. Here's that Society track. Adore this track. So now we get the Temple of Doom minecart music, don't we? Continually surprised by how much emotion they pull from you. Yeah, it's some of it must just be the nostalgia, but like they genuinely are very, very pretty pieces of music. All right, so this should be a pretty easy start. They sample a gunshot here. I think they might have. The only Nancy Drew soundtrack to sample a gunshot. Something that sounds like a gunshot. Okay, my right hand is messing everything up. Do I just have my fingers on the wrong buttons? I think the tension track is my favorite in this game, says Yandema. Yandema is a psychopath. I have just learned this about him. I don't think there's a single game in the series where I can honestly say that the tension track is my favorite. Because just about every game is a tension or danger track. And they're usually the low light of the soundtrack. Okay, well this one here actually is pretty good. I don't know if you were referring to this one when you said that. Ooh, kept the streak going, kind of. No, you were referring to the first one? Wild take. You must come to have a very different relationship with this music once you pour over it for ages making these Clone Hero updates. Ooh, I got those. Once again, I held on to my streak for too long. The escape track is a close second for my favorite. I really liked the same as that track as a kid. Move to England for your masters, that sounds like fun. Sleep well, merrily. Sure, it's also plenty of busyness, but hey, we are now moving on. Moving on to Danger by Design. Okay, what did Yandema say to start with here? Melody, wistful, underground fight. Okay, you know what? I should fess up. I really dislike Danger by Design as a game, just not for me, but I do quite adore the soundtrack. The soundtrack does have a lot of personality. It sounds very distinct from the other games. Even if I'm not, like, a big fan of the subject matter or anything about it. I'm still with it. And then I lose it. I should just stop talking. Dying in 10. Oh, I was so close to that satisfying solo. Okay, that one, I could 100% that. That's totally achievable in the realm of 100% a track. What comes next? Wistful. Yeah, I thought those two were in the same package. Would have thought that at least. Let's see. Indie music is so good. It was all I listened to when I was pregnant with my daughter. She still listens to it with me. Another layer of nostalgia. That's so sweet, Tuan. Oh, it's... Indie is best with family. This one's pretty evenly matched with melody. I can never get the full arpeggio on those. If that's even what you call it. Seem to drain faster than others sometimes. This last track is a bit more frenetic. Give me that soft melody. That's a nice 5 stars on that one. Your overdrive drains based on how fast the tempo of the music is. Oh, I didn't know that. Hello, Bobro. My favorite from this game is Moulin, the second one in this suite. That is a good one. I know just the track you're talking about. Okay, so next is Underground, and then we gotta get ready for the fight. Oh, this one does have a bit of creepy organ to it. Love the organ. Timing on that was pretty difficult. Got back on the saddle there. Okay, if this one is ranked the second hardest in the set, then it must be really about to heat up, because so far this has been a pretty easy opening to follow. Except for those 8 notes in a row that I missed right there. My fingers just don't move that fast to hit those orange notes. Yeah, it was the right time for the boost. Except I was not going to land those blue notes. Alright, nice little palate cleanser there. Now I gotta do some stretches for this next set. Late, but I'm here. Hello, Super Z-Man. How am I doing today, Holt? I'm doing just fine. Got up early, went to the gym, went to work after that. Quick little part-time shift, and now I'm here living some awesome soundtracks in a new medium. Oh, I do love the map music. Map music is pretty hard. I can roll with this. I'm gonna do this gong part coming up. Okay, and now we lose all hope. Totally unrelated, but has anyone seen Superman yet? And is it worth going to see it? I don't know why this music just made me think of that. I think it hit theaters today, but I'm not certain. Oh, and that's all there is to it. Nothing else in there. Whoop. My dog seems to be having a bout with the vacuum cleaner downstairs. Not yet, but want to see it, says Bobro. Is this calming music? Oh, if you think Danger by Design is calming, have I got something for you now with Capu? This whole game is just like the vacation soundtrack. Discovery, Aloha, Pele. That's weird. I have 2 Peles in here for some reason. I'll just ignore the one that doesn't have a cover. I'm well aware that, like, Capu Cave is not a good game, objectively. Like, it makes a lot of top 5 worst lists in the series, but it's such a guilty pleasure for me. I kind of just got brainwashed by cartoons, where just about every cartoon ever had the gang goes to Hawaii special, and that just always made Hawaii a very fun childhood idea in my head, even though I've never been. So a Nancy Drew game in Hawaii, I'm just gonna have a blast with it, even if 60% of that game is spent picking up bug shit in the jungle. So yeah, I am a Capu lover. Bobro, I seen you saying you have an anxiety today. You should try to get these into your playlists. Especially, the easy way to do it is that the Nancy Drew community has done this really cool thing lately where they make a lot of videos on YouTube that's just of, like, relaxing Nancy Drew medley to study to. Nancy Drew, you're snowed into Wickford Castle. And it's got, like, just the ASMR noises in the back and stuff. Of course, I used to make videos like that when I was first starting the channel, before I started doing reviews and Let's Plays. Just even, like, Nancy Drew Dark Academia playlist and shit like that. They're just delightful. I've probably spent more time listening. I've definitely spent more time listening to the music of these games, probably doubly and triply so, than I have actually playing them. This shit got me through high school. Like, barely, by the skin of my teeth. Those are some tricky notes there. With this last one. Sure, I guess you can give me that streak. Don't know if I earned it. Alright, that's a pretty mellow start. I can imagine it's gonna be wild thereafter. What ND game would you guys suggest I start with? Oh, we're talking about actually playing the games now. There's a couple different answers to this question. And I would say that if old graphics don't disturb you, like if you don't have a problem with old school, early 2000s video game computer 3D CGI characters who look like they're made out of Play-Doh sometimes, I would say Game 9, Danger on Deception Island. I think that one is an all-rounder, excellent atmosphere, great engaging story. Puzzles are very good to a beginner, and they become more challenging as it goes on, and the music is fantastic. It's set in a foggy little town off the Pacific Northwest. Lovely game. Up next, I believe, is Pele. Let me double check that. No, it's Aloha, then Pele. And then we'll take requests. I'll play some Deception Island soundtrack after. But if you tend to value graphics, which there's nothing wrong with that, graphics are big to a lot of players' immersion, a lot of people recommend Game 28 as a beginner, Ghost of Thornton Hall. That one is in about their most photorealistic era. Probably games 27, 32, is when the characters start to look and feel lifelike. And you really, up until like, after 17, they start to get pretty realistic, but you have to go in a little bit of suspension of disbelief for like games 1 through 15. Sorry, I'm such a fucking nerd for the series, excuse me. I have filled like 12-hour podcasts with my brother on this channel, ranking all the games in another life. Oh, bongo solo? Oh boy. Well, I don't really know how we sniped that blue stuff out of there. That's a good use of the blue. Oh, Bug's track is coming up. This one goes hard. Time for my entomology internship. But yeah, to anyone who's actually considering playing their first Nancy Drew game and what's the recommendation, it would be quicker to tell you the games that would make a poor first game, because there's probably about 5 games I would say absolutely do not start on this or you will not enjoy the series. But yeah, I mean, if you have no problems with graphics, pick from anywhere. If you'd rather play a game that looks more lifelike and polished, I would recommend starting with at least after game 22. That's when things start to get looking really, really nice. Alright, this is the last of the new tracks. Pele, supposedly the most difficult track of the Kapu Cave bundle. And after this, I think I'll go back and play some of my favorites before calling it an early stream. Because it is hot in here. I could use a break from talking. Wisdom teeth bothering me. This one's not so bad that far. Thought that streak was about to go away. Alright, this is where it's gonna get a little intense, I bet, with the men in yellow track. I am missing all these, yeah. Is that all there is to it? No, there's one more track here. I think this one might just be called The Island. That looked like it should have been... Testing my tempo here, are we, Yandema? That was so easy. How did I do that? It ends right there. All right, that one I did a 92% on that. I actually did the best on that of the entire Creature Kepu Cave bundle trilogy. Wow. Charted them all by hand. Yeah, round of applause for Yandema. This is ooh, I just love seeing people's interactions as fans of this series. It's the best to see how different fans with different skill sets have their own little devotions to ND, and this is Yandema's, apart from his speedrunning too. Alright, well, OGs out there, start throwing out your requests. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and do one of my favorites. Let's do Forest Night from Ghost Dog's Moonlake. I should be using this soundtrack in Blueprints. What the hell am I doing? Why do you fail me? Okay, that one was not happening. What was that? A little proud of that one. Ooh, blow it as soon as I am proud. Ooh. Man. New PR. Unstoppable tonight. My knowledge, this is one that I used to practice a lot. Okay. Does Blueprints not have in-game music, or is it just bad? No, Blueprints does have in-game music, but it's the kind of game where you spend so long in an environment that a track begins, and then it'll play out after a couple minutes, and then it doesn't loop. So sometimes, especially when I'm like cutting up the footage a lot, it's easier if I just throw a little bit of Pleasant Nancy Drew music on top of it. Just 101 music. Or Plants vs. Zombies music, but yeah, still. Blueprint soundtrack is very good. Anything from Curse of Blackmore Manor? Let's do another Blackmore. Blackmore always deserves some more love. What was that first track I did from them? Why can I not find it now? Let's do Renaissance and see if we can beat 95% accuracy. Already, we're flopping. Oh, come on. Gotta let the game hypnotize you. Let it take away all your thoughts. Huge streak to pick up right there. Big. That might have just saved my new PR attempt. That might have just lost it. Oh, the last note. Well, I think that the record's gonna remain. Knew I heard PVC songs in your Blueprint series. How could they be mistaken for anything else? Hit me with that treasure in the Royal Tower hallway. Say less, say less, say less. Let's see. I don't know which one's gonna have a somber in it, which I think is what you mean. We'll try this one and hope it's this. Oh my god, my nose itches. Ah, okay, I'm gonna scratch it. Is this track also unused in Royal Tower? Or maybe it's just the ending letter. Might be it. Maybe it's the ending and opening letter. You're coming your work for Castle Hallways, I'm certain. Yeah. Five stars. I think that's out of 7. Hey, Alex. Yeah, it is out of 7. Alright, 93. Not my best, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Next pack will have White Wolf, Crystal Skull, Phantom of Venice, Castle Malloy, and 7 ships. 7 ships is gonna go crazy. I think I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I will be back in 30 seconds. And then I'll do some Scarlet Hand. Alright, we're back on. How about, Oh, okay, I'm going to suck at this one, but I do love exotic. Oh well, C's get degrees. I just noticed that my mouse is in a very distracting position on screen. And I can't stop looking at it. It's going to let me lose my streak. What did I say? Get that thing out of here. Ooh, I'm proud of that one. That worked out. And it's a PR. A measly 3 stars, but it's still improvement. Nearly fall asleep from it. Bathroom's down the hall. I didn't perform the hand wash skip. Let's see. I've got time for maybe 2 or 3 more. Oh, okay, now that I'm hearing it, I gotta do Shadow Ranch. Such a pleasant game. Oh, almost had that too. Oh, wait a second. I just remember that this one turns into the banjo track, doesn't it? Not a big fan of the banjo track. I'm washed up. Oh, that's a good one. Ooh, solo. '90's not bad. Right. So, what's left that I want to hear again? How about some good old Haunted Mansion? Now, this one double times in a minute, and I usually mess it up, but maybe we go for the crazy streak. I'm actually crazy with it. I'm actually fucking crazy. Never mind. Chinese track here, so it's nice and smooth. Time like the present. That's a PR right there. That's a hefty PR. Oh my god, I got a 7-star on that. I don't think I've ever done 7-star on anything. And it was 98% accuracy. Damn, I'm actually getting good at this game. Good old-fashioned DDI, some nice old sailory, sad hour music. That's a PR somehow. Oh, I was supposed to hold that. All right, I think I can do 2 more. Let's see. Oh, I know what we gotta do. Let's do the carousel from One on Carousel. It's just so iconic. And then we'll close it out on the Games Theories intro theme. Here, just want to say goodbye to the streak. Great solo, it says. I think my little neighbors next door are playing. That's what the screaming noise is, if you can hear that. VR. The fact that this exists is incredible. Yandema is to thank. It's quite fun. I'm just really bad at it. Alright. Well, Sarah, I'm afraid you're coming in at the close, because I'm getting ready to call it after this last one here. Where's the, series theme? This one would be attached to, Stay Tuned for Danger. Oh, there it is. Here we are. we're cooking this one. That was a good meaty one to end off on. Played it well. 88% on that. Oh, are there any that I'm gonna regret having missed if I don't play them now? Final Scene's a banger. Alright, how about Moon Nostalgia? We'll end it on Moon Nostalgia. Love that cascade. Those are impossible, though. I hit that. What the hell? Whew. Yeah, that soul theme's a bit beyond me. Well, this concludes what I have time for today. Thank you all for coming along for this. I will, once I get the proper links from the Yandema, I'll probably put the Clone Hero download link and the links to the latest tracks in the description of the stream, in case anyone would like to go play it themselves, because it is free and it is fun. There's just a couple of kinks that you have to work out in setting it up, because it's open source and weird like that, but you too can play these games and master and 100% them all. Thanks so much for everyone's time. Had a good one. I will have an episode of Dread Delusion for you tomorrow, and some blueprints not long after that. So take care, everybody, and